The modernization of the armed forces of the Philippines AFP is gaining momentum as contracts for new aircraft, weapons and platforms were signed while other items were delivered this year. The aircraft being referred to as the A-29 Super Tucano light attack aircraft made by Brazilian aircraft manufacturer Embraer Defense and Security. Department of National Defense (DND) Public Affairs Office Chief Arsenio Andolong said the Philippines would acquire 6 Super Tucanos worth PHP 4,968 million. Funds will be sourced from the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Act Trust Fund. Notice to proceed for the project was issued first week of December, he added. The aircraft that was selected after a rigorous public bidding process that was participated in by several manufacturers from different countries was the Super Tucano A-29, which is compliant with the stringent technical specifications required by the PAF Philippine Air Force, Andolong said. The Super Tucanos are expected to augment or even replace the 8 to 10 aging Rockwell OV-10 Bronco attack planes being used by the PAF in close air support missions. Once the delivery of these aircraft are completed in 2019, they will be turned over and maintained by the 15th Strike Wing, the PAF's end user, he added. The 15th Strike Wing is the operator of all the Air Force's ground attack aircraft including the venerable Rockwell OV-10 Broncos and assorted armed helicopters. Aside from the Super Tucanos, another welcome development for the PAF is the contract signing for the AIM-9 Sidewinder air-to-air missiles which will be used to arm the country's 12 South Korean-made FA-50PH Fighting Eagle jet which is currently being used as a fighter and attack aircraft. Incidentally, the Mach 1.5 capable FA-50s were used in combat during the 5-month battle to retake Miroi City from the clutches of the Mort Group terrorists. The South Korean-made aircraft was utilized as a ground attack aircraft in said campaign which started the 23rd of May and ended on the 23rd of October this year. Notice to proceed was issued to deal Raytheon of Germany last the 31st of August. The Sidewinder contract is worth PHP 1,016,734,088 he added. Andolong declined to give the specific number and delivery dates of the missiles for security reasons. But he said the weapons are sufficient for all of the country's FA-50s. The first 2 FA-50s were delivered on the 28th of November, 2015 with the last 2 handed over by Korea Aerospace Industries this May. Contract for the 12 South Korean-made jets are worth PHP 18.9 billion. The DND Public Affairs Office Chief said the AIM-9s to be acquired are all live rounds and fresh from the factory meaning all of its sensors, rocket motors and warheads are brand new. With the pending delivery of the missiles, the FA-50s will now have another weapon for air-to-air combat aside from its internal 20mm cannon, making it more capable of protecting the country's airspace against airborne threats. The AIM-9, which was developed by the US Navy in the 1950s, is one of the world's most reliable and successful air-to-air missiles. It utilizes infrared homing for guidance and tracking and has a top speed of Mach 3 or 3 times the speed of sound. Its warhead weighs around 20 pounds and the missile has a length of 9 feet and 11 inches. Other deliverables. In the deliverables side, the Philippine Navy PN on the 8th of May took delivery of its second strategic sealift vessel SSV, the BRP David L. Sir LD-602, the sister ship of the BRP Tarlac LD-601, which was delivered and commissioned in 2016. The former was constructed by Indonesian shipyard PT Pal Pesero and commissioned into service last the 31st of May. She was named the David L. Sir in honor of Mount Apo, the country's highest peak. It gives due recognition to the province as sanctuary of natural wonders and rarities like the country's highest peak Mount Apo, the most prized Philippine orchid Vanda Sanderiana, and the endangered Philippine eagle, PN spokesperson Captain Ludlin Cuno earlier said. Also, The namesake takes inspiration from a former PN vessel of the same name, notable for its accomplishments during the 1980s. Naming the vessel after David L. Sir is consistent with its predecessor, BRP Tarlac LD 601, which was also named after a province, Lincuno added. The ship was launched last the 29th of September. She and her sister, the BRP Tarlac, are currently the largest Filipino warships in commissioned. Both ships had an overall length of 120 meters, breadth of 21 meters, draft of 5 meters and can carry a payload of 2,800 tons. The vessels have a cruising speed of 13 knots and maximum speed of 16 knots and a minimum operating range of 7,500 nautical miles. Both SSVs have a contract price of PHP 4 billion. The SSVs can carry 500 troops each, besides 2 rigid hull inflatable boats, 2 landing craft units and 3 helicopters apiece. The pair was extant.